Hey y'all, Chief Dad here. This is my achievement guide for Dark Souls 2's Master of Pyromancies. Let's get it. There are 24 total Pyromancies to get in the game, so let's get to it. The first spell is Fireball. If you start as a Pyromancer, you get that one right off the bat. Otherwise, you need to beat the Flex Out Sentry in No Man's Wharf, and then grab the chest at the top of the ladder before you interact with the lever to take the boat out of the port. The second spell is Immolation. Make your way to Belfry's Soul via Iron Keep. And at the end of the area is a fog wall, and beyond that fog wall is a chest with the spell inside. For the next 5 spells, you have to unpetrify Rosabeth of Melfia on the way to Shaded Woods, and she will sell Fire Orb, Combustion, Poison Mist, Flash Sweat, and Iron Flesh for 14,100 souls total. After killing Duke's Dear Freya in Brightstone Cove Seldora, follow through and you'll kill the actual Duke, and then you'll make your way back to the chapel before the Freya fight to open a locked door that has a chest that has a spell. The next 3 spells are on screen now. You need to go to the bottom of the pit in Majula just before you enter the gutter, and there will be a chest with a token of spite. You need to take that token to Titchy Grin in the Ended Purgatory, just past the Executioner's Chariot, and you can only talk to him once you have that token. He then sells Firestorm for 4,500 souls, Great Combustion for 4,800 souls, and Fire Whip for 3,800 souls. The 12th spell is Warmth. You can find Grave Warden Agadine in the Undead Crypt. Make sure you approach him without a torchlit or having used Cast Light, otherwise he will become hostile, and then you can buy the spell for 5,200 souls. The next 4 spells are on screen now. You can find Straight of Olafus at the top of the Lost Bastille. You need to unpetrify him, and then he sells Lingering Flame for 6,700 souls and Flame Swathe for 9,500 souls. Then you can trade the 2 Royal Rat souls that we get from the Doors of Pharos and the Grave of Saints, along with 1,500 souls each for Toxic Mist and Acid Surge. The 17th spell is Chaos Storm. Make sure you attune Flash Sweat in your best fire defense armor, which I use the Hexer set you get from Falcon when you have 20 Faith and Intelligence. Make your way here in Iron Keep and make sure you roll through one of the water barrels. Then you're going to use Flash Sweat and use some healing items, and you're going to run to the chest at the end of the Fire Rock path to get the spell. The 18th spell is Forbidden Sun. This one is a bit lengthy. You meet Royal Sorcerer Navlan in Aldea's Keep, and you have to be hollow to talk to him first, but he will ask you for 3 different items for this spell, exclusive to NPCs in the world. First, he's going to ask for the Ladder Miniature from Gilligan, which you can buy for 6,400 souls in Earthen Peak or 8,000 souls in Majula, or you can kill Gilligan. Second, he's going to ask for Kale's Helm. It can be earned by lighting all the bonfires and killing all the necessary bosses, including Nishandra, or you can just kill Kale. And finally, he's going to ask for the Sunset Staff, which is given to you by Outcast Falcon and Huntsman's Copse, once you have 20 Faith and Intelligence, or you can just kill him. Give him all 3 of those things, and then he'll give you Forbidden Sun. The 19th spell is Fire Tempest. You're going to head to the Crumbled Ruins bonfire and the Shrine of Amana, and make your way to the hut in the middle and go into the water to the right. There is land. You will pass by some cursed urns, and you will see an ogre in the distance if you're headed the right way. There's a chest that's fully submerged underwater, and that one holds the spell. The next 3 spells are found in Broom Tower, which is from the Crown of the Old Iron King DLC. The Heavy Iron Key is found on a skeleton in the Flame Lizard Pit in the Forest of the Fallen Giants. And once you have that, you're going to head to the Snake Obelisk in Iron Keep to access Broom Tower. The 20th spell is Dance of Fire. From the Throne Floor Bonfire, which is the first one you find in Broom Tower, take the only path available until you get to the point where you have to take a long ladder down to a room that has an Ashen Idol and it's full of enemies. On the right of that room is going to be a smaller room with a few enemies and the spell on a corpse. The 21st spell is Fire Snake. After you find the Foyer Bonfire, you're going to go through the nearby hallway to a pretty difficult area. There are a few Fume Sorcerers and 1 Iron Warrior to deal with. Once you've made it through this area, follow the path until you reach the room where you're invaded by Quicksword Rachel. It's a room with a bunch of other doors. Deal with her and then open the leftmost door from the ladder, like when you first get down. Keep going and you'll find the Scorching Iron Scepter. Grab it and then go back to the Foyer Bonfire and use it to activate like the whole area. Then you're going to take the elevator closest to the bonfire and then go down the hallway to find some Barrel Warriors and an open ash field. On the other side of that field is a tower key. Grab it and then you're going to head back to the Foyer Bonfire. Then you're going to enter one of the nearby locked doors and go down the back right path to find a small room with the spell in a chest. The 22nd spell is Outcry, and this one is very involved. You need to find 12 pieces of a soul throughout Broom Tower, and starting at the beginning of the area, you're going to pick up these 6 melter wedges before you cross the chains to the throne floor bonfire. The first action idol is just above the throne floor bonfire. You need to climb the stairs and wait for it to stop spewing fire, and then you'll use the smelter wedge to essentially destroy the idol, and then it's going to drop a soul of Nadalia. The second action idol is just outside the room where we picked up Dance of Fire. The third idol is in the room where you have to drop down into a floor full of enemies, including an Iron Warrior. It is to the right of the main dropping area. The fourth idol is found in a separate tower where you are invaded by Maldron the Assassin. It's at the very bottom. The fifth idol is behind a locked door that is locked with a tower key. It's in the same place where you find Fire Snake, but it's down the back left path instead. The sixth idol is found behind another locked door past an Iron Warrior. There are 4 doors. I think it's the second door on the left. Alright, now you should be out of wedges. So what you're going to do is you're going to ride 2 elevators up from the foyer bonfire and head right into a 2-level corridor full of enemies. There are 4 more wedges in a chest at the end of these corridors. The 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th idols are found around the Fume Knight boss arena. The 11th soul fragment is earned by defeating the Fume Knight. The last soul fragment is found up 2 elevators from the foyer bonfire, through a locked door, and then up another elevator where you get invaded by the Prowlers, but you have to keep climbing that staircase to that bonfire and enter the memory of Sir Alan, which you have to have the Ashen Mist Heart, and then you're going to beat Sir Alan at the end to get the last wedge, and then that idol is found back at the bottom of those stairs. Once you've got all 12 fragments, it's going to automatically make the Soul of Nadalia, and then you can trade it to Strayed with 45,000 souls for Outcry. The 23rd spell is Flame Weapon. Go ahead and start your second journey to Drangleic and defeat the Lost Sinner in New Game Plus, then trade that soul to Strayed with 10,000 souls for the spell. The final spell is Great Chaos Fireball. Go ahead and finish your second run through Drangleic and start your third, and then you need to make your way to Drangleic Castle whichever way you see fit. Personally, I beat the Rotten boss 11 times in a row and used all of its souls, and I've got 3 million souls, so it opens Shrine of Winter. And then to make your way into the castle, talk to Chancellor Welliger at the top of the stairs, and he will sell that last spell for 17,400 souls.